I'm going to share you guys a short story. I told you the success story of how I met my wife 14 years ago and I got married. And I'm going to tell you a disaster story of before I met my wife and how it did not work. Has anyone heard of ISNA before? What does ISNA stand for? Islamic Society of North America? No. It stands for I'm single and available. I'm joking. No, a lot of people go to the conference and I realize they are going there to look for their other half. And I didn't know this. I was like learning Islam at a certain age. I didn't know anything about religion. And at a certain age, I started learning about Islam. And when I started learning about Islam, my first conference I went to was ISNA. I didn't know the differences between conferences and stuff. I thought they're all the same. As I go to the conference, I'm selling a product in the bazaar. This is a true story. I think it was either Chicago or St. Louis. ISNA was held that year. And my friends were with me, and I asked my friends on the flight, because I had the middle seat, they had the right and left seat. I said, why are you guys going to the conference? You guys aren't selling anything. So we're looking to get married. I said, who goes to an Islamic conference to get married? He says, we are. I'm like, okay, this is so strange. So I go to the conference, and I go there and I'm selling my products, and one sister came to me from Canada and she said, Ali, I was wanting to buy one of your products, but I only have Canadian dollars. Can I hold one product for me and I'll come back and buy it? I said, sure. She came back the next day. She said, Ali, I haven't found any place here at ISNA that exchanges currency. You still hold it for me? I said, no problem. The third day she comes, and the final day of ISNA, she keeps coming back and forth, and she says, brother, thank you so much for holding that product. I can find any place to exchange money. And I said, sister, the product's only $5. Just take it. She said, are you sure? I said, sure, you can take it. She took the product, she walks away. My friend who's watching the whole thing, this is what he does. What was that? I'm like, what do you mean? He says, Ali, I think I couldn't find someone for marriage. Our other friend couldn't find someone for marriage. You may have found someone for marriage. I'm like, brother, I'm not even looking to get married. He said, Ali, your future wife could be walking away and you're sitting here telling me you're not looking to get married. I'm like, brother, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, Ali, go at least ask, talk to her father, get permission, go find out this could be your future wife. I said, I'm brand new to Islam. I don't even know what the rules are. I want to make sure I don't do anything haram. He said, she's walking away. I'm like, and this is a true story. I grabbed a piece of paper. I ripped it. He's like, what are you doing? I said, just give me 1 second. And I got something. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm looking around at ISNA. I realized there's 30,000 people at ISNA, and I remember she was wearing white hijab. I quickly realized there's a lot of sisters wearing white hijab. And I'm walking up to it, oh, that's not her. No, it's not her. And at the very end, I'm like, oh, khalas, it wasn't meant to be. I'm walking back, and she's walking directly towards me. I'm like, assalamu alaikum. She's like, wa alaikum salam. And she walks right past me. I'm like, no, that's assalamu alaikum, hello, not assalamu alaikum, goodbye. So I walk in front of her again. I'm like, sister, this is very awkward for me. I'm new to Islam. I don't even know what the rules are. I need to ask you one question before I ask you the second question. Are you single? Her face blushes red. She puts her head down. I'm like, sister, you think you're uncomfortable? I'm doing the talking. This is way more uncomfortable for me. I wrote my information on a piece of paper. If you're interested in marriage, please contact me. This is a true story. If you're not interested in marriage, just throw the paper away. That way you don't have to say, let's be friends, but we really can't be friends, whole speech. And assalamu alaikum, goodbye. Oh, no, wait till I walk away, then throw the paper away. Don't do it while I'm standing here. It'll hurt my self-confidence. Assalamu alaikum, goodbye. And I walked away. I handed the paper, I walked away. I walked quickly back to the booth. I didn't even look back, making left turns and right turns and left turns, all the way back to the booth. When I went back to the booth, that one brother told me to go talk to this sister, went and told all the brothers what I went to do. I'm not joking. There's 6 or 7 brothers at the booth wondering, looking at me like the way you're looking at me, who is this sister? I didn't know you're looking to get married. I'm not. Who told you? He told me to go. What was on the paper? And I'm explaining the whole story. As I'm explaining, one of the brothers does this. And the next one's like, I'm like, what? And the male brain is slow. It's not like sisters. Sisters are fast. They pick things up. Men, we don't think. We don't think. And as I'm talking, the more I'm talking, I realize none of the brothers are responding. They're not even smiling anymore. And I say, Ali, stop talking. I tell my brain, stop talking. And I do this. Is she behind me? And the brother named Amr, he's like, and I'm like, this is a disaster. This is a disaster, because I thought to myself, she probably thought that I went to do this as a dare, and this was a joke, and this looks all wrong because the story looks wrong. And I turn around and I'm like, assalamu alaikum. She's like, wa alaikum salam. And it's the same awkward silence as we're having right now, just like this. It felt forever. And she's like, okay, here's the telephone number of my father so you can talk to him, ask permission first, and then we can talk. I said, of course. Is that it? She's like, yeah, what else would there be? I'm like, nothing, it's okay. And I quickly realized, subhanAllah, you know, between that time, till the time I met that sister in London, I got married, I realized there's so many things in marriage that I didn't know, that I should ask questions and learn about marriage before I just jump into marriage. And I think there's something that us youth that don't have the appreciation, sometimes our parents, they know what's best for us. Their parents help them get married. And I know this sounds like a weird message, but you know, our parents' relationships, look at our generation of our parents, their marriages lasted 20, 30 years. Our generation, look how many divorces we have, 2, 3, 4 years. There's something about our parents' knowledge and experience that's helped us find like things that they see in you, that they think things will counter you. Like for example, if you have a quick temper, someone who's very patient. Or if you're like this, someone who will balance you out. If you're a good speaker, you want a good listener. If you're two people talking, no one's listening, there's a problem. So I learned all these things in marriage, and I tried to help people get married. And I started a project called Half Our Deen, and I help people get married. About 832 success stories since I launched it in July 2010. And I'm helping people like myself I'm one of the few people, alhamdulillah, that comes from a family that's not religious at all. And my parents, zero taught me about religion. And alhamdulillah, Allah showed me Islam. And I found it right here in America. And I said, how am I going to go and find my other half? If you have parents that you have, take that as a blessing, because if you don't have the right connections or you don't find something, look into my project.